good morning to everyone. I think good morning because I am based out of US. So I hope everyone is doing well. So let me introduce myself first quickly, and then maybe we can go on the topic. So myself, Nikita, I'm currently the founder of FangPath, and on the same hand, I'm also working as marketing manager for one of the leading e-commerce company in US. And in the past, I've stayed in Singapore for 5 years, where I've worked in leading global media companies, namely WPP Group, Omnicom Media Groups, and TBWA, where I was working as a data analyst. I have also been nominated twice in Data Leader category in Women and IT Asia Awards. Then I have also, I love traveling and I've traveled to 17 plus countries. So this is the small introduction, and as I mentioned, I'm currently working on FangPath, my own startup. So here I'm today to discuss more and to make sure that everyone understand what exactly is LinkedIn, why you should use LinkedIn, and why it's so important for us. So LinkedIn is one of the most used professional network which we use these days to make sure that we make connections, and making that connection we get it like a step one step ahead to get a referral or maybe directly get hired via LinkedIn. So I am here because I personally use LinkedIn day and night. For me, LinkedIn is like my go-to app. Like even today when I wake up, I just use LinkedIn. Like one of my most used app on my phone is LinkedIn. And the reason is that whatever I've achieved in my life, even FangPath and everything else I have achieved in my life is via LinkedIn. And everyone must be thinking right now, how and why LinkedIn, like how she achieved everything through LinkedIn. So I've started building LinkedIn in my undergrads. And before that, like in school times, I don't had like computer and everything. I was not like a very techie person. So definitely like once I started studying in JP Institute of Technology in India, I started using LinkedIn. I started building my profile, and slowly I started adding connections. And that point of time, I was not like 100% sure how to use it, and there was no right guidance also. Like no one provided me the right guidance. No one taught me like what all things to do, how to use LinkedIn, what I should put as a profile photo, or what will be the good summary, what will be the good header. So there was no guidance which I can get from anywhere. So I was just using it like any other social media platform, and I was just like kind of handling it. But then slowly, like I think in third or fourth year of my university days, I realized that I need to use LinkedIn in the right way because it's the right time to do networking. And then from there, my journey of using LinkedIn started. So I started brushing LinkedIn. I mean, it was not easy. As I said, that there was no particular guidance. No one was there to taught me. I just Googled, I just struggled. And even in university, there was no one who could guide me properly that, okay, Nikita, you should do this, or there was no professor, there were no classes, nothing was there. So there I had to struggle, but then slowly to brainstorming, going through different types of LinkedIn versions, I started using. And that made me realize that the importance of LinkedIn, because I started reaching out to the people who were like the hiring managers, the recruiters, and the people whom I ever never thought like that, like I can even meet them and they can even reply to me. So that is where the LinkedIn importance came in. And like after my bachelor's, I did 1 year of work experience as software engineer in an IT company, and then I moved for my master's in Singapore. So I don't know if everyone knows that when you use or when you study outside of India, you don't have on campus placement. There is no on campus placement, neither for internships, neither for full time role. So my all my seniors whom I was meeting via LinkedIn, like all my connections via LinkedIn, because I wanted to reach out to them, I wanted to understand them. Can you please tell me about my university? So I did my master's in business analytics from Singapore Management University. So while I was like preparing to go to and fly to Singapore to start my master's journey, I like reached out to like I think more than 100 seniors over LinkedIn, and I was like, can you please help me? Can you please tell me if the university is good, what we need to do in the university, what this course is about, if we will get the job or not. So those kind of questions started coming in. and they were like good people who replied to me, who told me that like these are the steps you should do, these are the things you should do. So lot of help of those thoughts started coming in, and I was quite happy that people were replying to me. And some of the seniors I never had any chance to even meet in my university days. They were my alumni, but they were very active on LinkedIn, so I reached out and they replied to me. So the importance of LinkedIn, I realized from there that people whom I can't even reach out, whom I've never ever seen in university, but even if I type just JP, like my university was JP Institute of Information Technology, by that I could like got like more than 200 or 300 common connections, and I was able to reach out to them, and they did the same course, or maybe they were working in Singapore or they were studying in Singapore. They could help me. So they helped me in many ways. They told me that okay, you should join this particular group on on Facebook, where you can post your query, or this is the thing you should do on LinkedIn. These are the pages you should follow, these are the people you should reach out. So those kind of help made me that I should not stop using LinkedIn. I should keep on using LinkedIn, and I should build my network more efficiently from now. So then they also told me that you should start networking more and more, because there is no on campus placement in Singapore. You need to get your job offline. So that made me realize, and then my more better journey of LinkedIn started, that I started adding more and more people. And I don't know, like, I know that everyone must not be aware of this, that I got connections of like people who were like VP level people, director level people, and I met them over coffee, I met them over lunch, I met them over like supper. Like they I never even thought that they will even reach out, they will even reply to me, they will even say anything to me. But they were so genuine, they were so respectful. And the thing is, like, beauty of LinkedIn is that they only used to reply because my profile always used to stay complete. I used to work on my profile every week. I used to update it. I used to make sure that there's no grammar mistake. All my sections of my LinkedIn is complete. My profile photo is not a selfie. My profile photo is not blur. I used to make sure there's a professional headshot. And like everything from top to bottom is updated. And if I am reaching to a hiring, like a very higher management people in a company, they should see my profile complete, they should see my profile 5 star. I don't know if everyone knows that your profile should be 5 star. If your profile is not 5 star, people won't add you as a connection, people won't view your profile, people won't reply to you, people won't, like, they are not, like, they, even if you try to send them connection, even if you try to do networking, they won't do it because they feel that your profile is fake. And I have seen people make fake profiles, people do like the things they should not do on LinkedIn. People are doing that, and that is wrong, but people do that. So that's where I say that you should differentiate yourself, make your profile complete, everything should be added. And as I said, your professional photograph, which is so important, because I have seen, like, I think in last 1 year, more than 1,000 LinkedIn profiles, candidates who are reaching out to me, people who are looking for a job, or even students who are studying in universities, like my juniors or my undergrad juniors. So I have been doing so many webinars, and I've seen their profiles. Their profiles are so bad. They don't complete it. They don't make it 5 star. They add selfies. They make blur photos. So I just don't understand. Maybe they don't have the right guidance, like I don't had ever a right guidance, so maybe they don't have the right guidance. Or even if they have the right guidance, they are not sure how to update it. So that is where I thought, if I myself never got a right guidance around LinkedIn, and I had to struggle, I had to brainstorm, I had to kind of do everything by myself, I might start something, a workshop or a webinar where students from anywhere can come, can join it, and can understand the importance of LinkedIn, how to use it, and what things should be added so that you start coming in the SEO search engine of a recruiter. So I don't know if everyone knows this, but when any hiring manager or any recruiter search for you in their search bar, if your profile is not showing up, if your profile don't have those keywords, your profile won't get noticed and they won't reach out to you directly. So with FangPath, I am helping personally candidates brush up their LinkedIn from scratch, and I'm adding those keywords. I'm adding, making sure your profile is 5 star. I'm adding everything. We are editing like cover photo, profile photo, all the sections of the LinkedIn. Everything is done from scratch, and that kind of guidance is provided to make sure that your email messages start getting like flooded with the messages of the recruiters and the hiring manager. So this is where, and the importance of LinkedIn and everything we are going to do in like this particular workshop which we are starting. And I would really like everyone, like if you want to join, if you want to understand, if you want to kind of build. So the LinkedIn, for me, LinkedIn makeover and to understand what all things to be added, how to be added, is a skill. So if you want to understand the whole skill and you want to understand it for the long run, because as I said that once you land the job, once you land the internship, then also you should keep on using LinkedIn. You should keep on updating it every day. You should keep on working on your profile. That is a like a ongoing process. If you go to my profile, if you add me on LinkedIn, if you check out my profile, I tweak in and I make changes every day, because my profile, like you will see that she has added so many things, and she has not left a single thing. And the reason is that if LinkedIn is giving you space, LinkedIn is giving you things, why not add it? Why not make sure that everything, whatever you have done, even it's a certificate, even it's a small skill, or anything, like whatever you've done in your career, or I mean career, not your personal, please. Like, I mean, I've seen people adding, I love dogs, I love skating, I love watching TV. Oh, I don't want to know what you do in your personal life. It's not a personal. Social media, post all those things on social media. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have TikTok, you have Twitter, you have so many things. Post there. Don't post on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not a personal account. Like, it's not a social media. Like, it's a social media, but it's not like unprofessional social. It's a professional social media where like professionals from big companies to small companies, everyone, where you desire to land your job, or where you desire to do an internship, or even like in any other way you want to connect with any person, you need to make sure that everything from start to stop, it's very professional, it's very clear. Your photo is updated, your header is updated, your summary is like everything from start and to end, um, is good, and everyone who's landing on your profile is like, wow, this is a profile, or this is the person I'm looking for. So I'm not saying do bluff or lie in your profile. That you should not, never do in your resume also, and never do in your LinkedIn. But on the same hand, you should showcase everything, whatever is related and whatever you have done, like whether it's like 10th marks, 12th marks, your first year percentage, anything, just add it. But you need to understand how to add it, because there is a skill, or there is a way to add it. As I mentioned, there are a lot of keywords related to your profile which should be added. And again, I'm again saying that it should be a 5 star. If it's not a 5 star, if one of your section or three sections of your profile are incomplete, i mean I mean, again, I'm saying that people won't reach out to you, people won't view your profile, and your profile will again be unnoticed. So this is where I'm saying that we are starting the workshop where we are teaching, and I'm personally coming, where I will walk through, where I will guide you, where I will tell you how to add, what not to add. And also I will pass your profile, will tell you how to use ATS softwares, how you can match it with the job descriptions, and everything from scratch I will be taking care of, and I will be telling you. So I think, hope this helps, and I'm more than happy to answer if anyone has any questions.
Yeah, I think it'll be difficult for people to answer here, but if you have any questions, you can post it in the, um, let's see. Posted in the mm, there's no relevant channel. Okay, you can post it in the main channel, and we can Nikita can take a look and answer your questions.
Okay, so people are saying I've never really used it. So as I mentioned that I know and I understand that especially in India, people don't use it, and the reason is that they don't understand the importance of it, and they don't feel that LinkedIn is something which we should use as we are using Instagram, or and we as we are using any other social media, because they don't understand the importance of it. And what should I do first? Okay, how to make worthy connections. uh Navina, do you want to take the fourth sentence? What's the fee for the charge for this? Is it free for
Correct.
student?
So the fee is it's for 6 weeks. So um not only will you be working on your LinkedIn and actively posting on the platform and getting insight and all that, you'll be getting like a resume overview. So you'll be walked through that process, and you will get a review at the end. Um, so that is around 7,000 for 6 weeks. So it's quite um, we've priced it reasonably considering the value that you're going to be getting out of it. And also, it's going to be like a step by step process. So you're going to be walked through it from the beginning. Um, Also, I see someone saying never rely on LinkedIn for a job. It's only for connections. That's not true. If you use LinkedIn properly, you'll have people reaching out to you for jobs. And I think Nikita can explain that better as well.
Yeah, so whoever is saying this, it's 100% wrong, because all my jobs, all you can check out my LinkedIn, please go and check it out. I'm more than happy to connect, but I have got all my jobs through LinkedIn. So whoever is saying, I mean, I know, like, buddy, I think you don't know how to use LinkedIn in the right way. That's why you are saying this. And you might have tried using LinkedIn, and you might have never ever got a chance to connect with the right people. But that's where I'm trying to explain here, and that's what we will cover in the workshop: how to use LinkedIn to get a job. And that's where, I mean, I'm saying again and again, you need to use LinkedIn in the right way, and you should have right keywords and the right things, so that hiring managers and recruiters can reach out to you directly. And there are so many success stories recently for our candidates who are coming for the LinkedIn makeover. Again, I'm saying you can check out my LinkedIn. I have posted so many, like, recent success stories. People are saying, candidates are saying that they are 300% increase in their profile after our LinkedIn makeover, and that's only after first round. So that is where I think the beauty or the importance what we are showing them and trying to help them. So whoever is saying that, please, it's really really wrong. Don't kind of mislead or misguide, but I think because you have not used it or you never got a job through it, that's why you are saying that. But I have got it, so I can, like, say it, and I have a proof in front of me that I have got all my jobs through LinkedIn.
There are a few questions about students.
Yep.
Can you address like how LinkedIn is important for students who are in like high school and
Yep.
maybe early college and such?
Sure, sure. Yeah, so as I said that when I was studying, when I was doing my undergrads, I don't had like anyone who could guide me how as a student I can reform my profile, how I should reach out to the people for my own, like, maybe internships or full-time roles. I never had get this guide, that kind of guidance. But slowly I realized, like, when I started, in, as I mentioned, in my fourth year, or when I was moving to Singapore, I started reworking on my profile. I started adding all the things, like, for example, I was doing a certificate, or I got first prize or something. Like, for example, I did a course on Coursera, right? Like, I mean, no one will think that we should add that. People don't add the right links, people don't make sure that they add all those connections or everything related to your field or even unrelated to your field. So I started adding those things. As I said, that I made my profile photo professional. I added my cover photo, then I updated my summary, then each of my work experience was added. Now people will ask me, like, as a student, if we don't have work experience, what we should do. It's completely fine. Maybe you have worked as a campus ambassador, maybe you have worked as an intern, or maybe if you have worked as a, what can I say, like, in your university as a volunteer or something of that sort, then we can use some of those work experience and we can highlight or showcase in your work experience section. I know that in LinkedIn we have different sections for volunteering and for everything else, but just to highlight and just to make sure that okay, you were doing this great thing with this organization, we can highlight that. Because you don't have a work experience, you're not a working professional, then your certificates, your projects will be highlighted in the right way, they will be added, and we will add like clickable links. And also on the same hand, your skill section will be completed. And I've seen so many people that they have so many good professors or good peers, like they don't ask them for recommendations. So recommendation section is really important, because you need to have the right recommendation from coming in from your friends or from your professor. So that is where you should kind of take it. People don't do that, and that's where we will tell tell you how to reach out to these people, how to ask for a recommendation, what should be there in recommendation. And also there's a section called featured section. So if you have done any certificate, if you have done any like you have a GitHub profile, or if you have any Tableau profile, anything to showcase. For example, I got shortlisted, as I said, nominated in various international awards, right? So I put it in my featured section, so that once you land on my profile, you will notice, oh wow, Nikita got shortlisted in like these awards. They were like international awards. So those kind of things will make sure that whoever is landing on my profile will be like, wow, she has done so many things in her. So that is where I think we will dig in. We will go that okay, these are the achievements, these are the tools you have used, these are your skills, these are the things you have done. And we will use the I'm not saying the major ones, we will craft them in a way that they will showcase or portray the excellence in your profile whenever anyone lands on your profile. So they will be like a complete transformation that will happen after this workshop.
Okay, there's someone who asked specifically, as someone who's in high school right now, can building up a LinkedIn profile make a significant change if I'm applying to foreign universities?
Yep, definitely. As I said, that I started my 100% LinkedIn journey in my last year of undergrad when I was moving for my master's in US, sorry, in Singapore. And the reason was, as I said, that outside of India, there is no on-campus placement, and you need to use LinkedIn or your networking in the right way to land a job, because you are going on a loan, you are taking so much of money, spending so much of money. So if you are planning, and if you are, it's like 100%, not 100%, even 200% recommended to use it. But definitely, I think since COVID started, everyone is so active on LinkedIn. Everyone is so, like, I've seen so many Amazon recruiters, I've seen so many Microsoft recruiters, Google recruiters, and everyone, like, we do have mentors who are working from these fan companies. They are so active on LinkedIn. People who are working in India, people who are working in US, Singapore, everywhere. The reason is because you can't, like, right now go and meet anyone like physically, but via LinkedIn you can reach out to them, and you can kind of ping them and tell them that can we have a coffee chat, can we do virtual coffee chat, can you please guide me, can you help me with. And if you even want any suggestion on your project or anything also, but you need to understand what should be your message, how you should reach out to them. And because the thing is, like, I know many people will say that we reach out to like 100 people in a day and no one replies, they don't even accept our request. And the reason is that I also struggled and I also faced the same thing. So I saw that when you send random messages, if you send like one line message, two line message, and people are sending me like so desperate messages these days because they are unemployed, their like financial condition is not good. So they send me like, Nikita, I am struggling from these things. I have not got job from last 5 months, I have not got job from last 1 year. My financial condition, like someone even sent me their household financial income. So if you send me all those things, it's very very difficult for me to kind of, like, I won't even go through your profile, because this is not the right way to approach someone. LinkedIn, as I said again and again, it's a very professional platform. You need to understand what should be your message, how you should reach out to a particular person. And if the person is like from a very high position and that person can help you in any way, make sure your message is really really good. It's very professional. You need to understand that. I mean, if you are sending, hey Nikita, how are you doing, please connect, something like very very weird and it's not adding any value, and I'm working in, for example, in even as a senior software engineer in Amazon, I might not accept your request. So you need to understand that what message should be there, how you should add it. And there are different ways to search for people, right? People according to your profile, according to your needs. So you need to understand how I should use a search button, how I should see the hiring managers, how I should see the recruiters, which companies are hiring. And there are a lot of hashtags which we should follow, there are a lot of companies which we should follow. So there are lot of things in LinkedIn which you should kind of use, and you should understand how to use it.
Okay, before we get to more in-depth questions, I'm just gonna answer a few questions which are related to the workshop. Um, yeah, so Shisha asked whether this workshop is only related to LinkedIn. It's not. We'll be getting a step-by-step process of how to build your resume the right way, because everyone has their own assumption of what kind of resume works for everyone, and it's not really a one size fits all type of thing, but there are certain tips and tricks that will really help you to make a great resume and stand out, even despite whichever field you're coming from. So you're going to get a lot of assistance with that, and we'll also get a review at the resume review at the end of the workshop. And yeah, so you in this process you will also have like a general session regarding interviews, and again there will be a portion which is dedicated to LinkedIn, so that you know how to uh, do all of these things that Nikita is currently talking about. So it's a full-fledged workshop. It's pretty value packed. It's gonna really help you put yourself out there and pursue whatever career that you want to pursue. Someone else is asking about time, more about the sessions. I think I just covered that, but more information is on the website in detail. When will it begin? Mostly next week. And how much time you will need to dedicate? You'll have weekly classes on the weekend. So it'll just be once a week on the weekend, and around 1 hour to 1.5 hours each. And apart from the classes, I don't think you'll have to spend too much time. I think max 2 hours a week. Nikita, do you think that's a decent amount of time, like outside of the classes?
For what?
Like just apart from during the workshop, apart from the classes, like I mean the session that you're taking, how much time do you think they'd have to dedicate to um
Yeah, I think that should be good. And once I tell them that what all things need to be changed and what all things to be added, they can start working on it. And every time they come back and they kind of do that, they have to kind of see and work in the right direction, start adding those transformation changes, follow the steps and everything. And like definitely there will be like follow-ups and everything, where I will be taking care of that, if they've made the right changes, if they've done everything right in a way. And then we'll add them or we'll teach them also, like if they have done something wrong. So all those things will be done.
yeah, to answer your question, around 1 to 2 hours a week. So you won't have to spend a lot of time also. And it'll be distributed equally across the week. So you'll start to see a lot of change and progress throughout that time. Um, uh, let's see. What do you mean by updating your profile? Yeah. she meant updating from end to end, your picture, your banner, cover photo, summary, bio, activities, experience, education, all of that. Everything will be covered end to end. Um, how to reach out to someone and take help from them who are already experts in their field. Yeah, that will also be covered in the workshop. So how to build those meaningful connections, even with people who are very hard to reach out to. They're going to walk you through that process as well. Uh, Shweta also asked, will we all be getting personal attention, or is this a group workshop? Nikita, do you want to answer
No,
that?
I think, yeah, so I think I will take care and I will try to kind of go through everyone's profile who are kind of attending it, because obviously that's the goal of it, to make sure that everyone has an updated, beautiful LinkedIn profile, professional network profile, and as I said, 5-star profile at the end of the workshop. And that's the goal of this whole workshop.
Right. Okay. There's someone asking, they haven't worked as an ambassador or an intern, but they want to know whether an open source contribution is a mention worthy experience.
Yep, definitely. It's very worthy experience, and actually it's really valuable. So please add it. But again, as I said, there's a right way to add all those things to make sure that it highlights in your profile. And again, if you have any links or anything, you can just like properly can add it.
Okay. What else is there? As a professional, what suggestions would you give a new joiner at LinkedIn who is trying to make his or her career? What are the steps for a good portfolio? I guess that is a very specific question. We don't know your
Yep,
background and all of that,
exactly.
so we don't have any context. So that's a
Yep,
difficult question to answer.
yep. I
Oh, this
think
is
lot
one
of
a good
people,
one. Yeah,
yes,
go
lot
ahead.
of people are asking again for the fees and the details of the workshop. So is it possible for you to share
Yes,
the
I'll
link?
share that one more time. It's
Yeah,
also there in the Pro League announcements channel. You can even join the Telegram group there to uh,
yeah.
get more updates. And if you want to ask direct questions later after the session as well, you can do so there. I'm just dropping the link in the main chat. So that has all the details, and the price is 7,000. You can see that on the website as well. There was someone who asked something. I think this is a very common question that a lot of people wonder about. Is it okay
Mhm.
to post certificates of participation of an event or a hackathon, or is it only relevant if they win it?
No, actually, you can even show as a participation, like you have participated. Obviously, like it's not necessary if the certificate is there, and if you have a valid certification, please do add it. It's not at all important that you should be a winner. Obviously, you will get an edge if you are a winner, but if you are even showing as a participant, it shows that you are actively participating, you have done so many activities, you are kind of working on your domain, you are doing all those things, so that will leverage that. So you should definitely add that.
Yes. Okay. What else is there?
I think I can just take the last one, maybe.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Sure.
yeah, so someone is asking to update sales profile, sale on our profile, if anyone has switched his or a domain from sales to marketing. So if I understood it right, you are saying that you have moved from sales to marketing and you want to update your profile to marketing side. I mean, if you have already successfully changed your domain from one area to another area, you should kind of start adding your present domain, or you should start adding things what you're doing currently. Definitely, because as I said that I used to update, and even today I used to update every week or every twice, not twice a week but two times every 2 weeks, to make sure that if I've done anything in my professional career, it's there on LinkedIn, and whoever is coming and landing on my profile, the new viewers, they can see all my updates. So you should update it as soon as possible, because your previous profile shows your like your past experience or your past domain, but your current profile shows your present domain, so it should switch automatically and you should kind of change it as soon as possible, because now if someone is viewing your profile, they should not see sales stuff, they should see marketing stuff.
Someone's asking about if we are doing something as a freelancer, should we add that as well?
Yeah, definitely you should add that. And I have done a small freelancing gig for, I think, 3-4 months, while in COVID I was in India, and I added that. So please add that. It's really important, and there's so many freelancers out there, so you should add that for sure. I think someone is asking, is it the same one, Puneet guiding or Nikita? So I think I just want to clarify, this league is divided into two sections, one resume building, one LinkedIn. So I think it's been, and we do have one more mentor, Rohit Garg. He's working currently as senior technical member in Oracle, and he has previously worked in Amazon, Microsoft, and Cisco. Sorry, Citrix. So he has worked in multiple fan companies. He will be also joining and guiding you guys, and I will be working on the LinkedIn part. And Puneet and Rohit will be taking the resume part. So there will be multiple mentors who will be taking care of the same, what can I say, the league, and you will be guided by multiple FANG mentors.
All right. Um, so
I
there are two
think,
questions here.
yeah,
Yeah, you were saying?
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, can we take like two more and then maybe we can just
Yeah.
end? Yeah.
All right. So someone asked, should we send as many requests to people as we can, or should we send LinkedIn requests to selected people only?
No, you can, like, there was one point I used to send like minimum minimum 200 requests per day, and I have like, I think, 21,000 plus followers till today, and then I have connections almost 21,000. So the reason I'm not saying go and make it 21,000 or 50,000, 1 lakh, but I'm just saying that you can add as many as you want, but just make sure that you are following the decorum of LinkedIn. And I'm again mentioning it's a professional networking site. It's not Instagram, Facebook. It's not a dating app. So don't do all those things via LinkedIn. If you're trying to connect with people just to like expand your network, learn from them, reaching out to them for the right opportunities, it's good, you can do it. But if you're doing it or using it for some other purpose, please don't use it. And don't kind of, because the thing is, if you do all those things, people who are actually providing the right value there, they don't reply to you, they won't connect with you, and it's not good. So don't do that. But definitely, if you're connecting with other reasons, professional reasons, please do that.
Yeah. And also, I think maybe something to add here is adding random connections also isn't going to help you. It's about the quality of the connection and what value you can bring them, and vice versa.
Yep, exactly. So that's what I'm saying, that if
Yeah.
you're just adding them for any guidance, help, or like looking for those kind of things, then you should add them. You know the reason why you adding them. But if you're just adding them for the sake of adding, or if you're adding them for any other random reasons, don't do that, because it's not going to kind of add value or not going to benefit you in any way.
Yes. Um. Yeah. So another thing I wanted to mention was we are closing the slots soon, within the next 4 to 5 days. So if you want further updates on that, please join the Telegram group, and the link is in Pro League announcements at the top. If you scroll up and go to that channel, the link to the Telegram group is there. So make sure you join that and you're getting updates on that. But yeah, we will be closing the slot soon, and it's definitely a value grab. So if you're looking to uh, if you're looking to you know switch careers or pursue a specific career, also just pursue professional opportunities regardless of your age and domain, this will definitely help you. So yeah, and no, this session will not it's not being recorded. So yeah, is there anything you want to add, Nikita?
No, I think I'm good for now, but definitely I would say that if you want to kind of learn everything for LinkedIn, especially, like I can see so many messages. I think we have not been able to cater today, but there are so many messages where people are not sure how to send requests, how to send the messages, how to reach out, what is important, what is not important. And I know these are the questions which I also used to have, and that's the major reason that I started Fang Path, and that's why I'm even having this workshop. So join this, ask me all the questions, try to find the right answers, try to use the LinkedIn in right way, update your profile, add everything. There are so many things you have done in your career, but people don't add them because they feel that, like for example, someone asked about the open source, someone asked about certificates. So there are so many things which people think that we should do or we should not do. And even if we are doing it, what is the right way? So if you want to find the right answer, if you want to know the exact method how to do it, please reach out, please join the workshop. I am more than happy to answer everyone. And you can definitely check out my success stories post on LinkedIn, because I am sharing a lot of success stories of our recent candidates who are going through our LinkedIn makeover. And also on the same hand, if you want to follow me, do follow, because I am also sharing job postings. But on the same hand, before you reach out and ask for any referral, which I can help you with, but on the same hand, you need to update your profile. Because even if I give you a referral in any of these FANG companies and your profile is not good enough, your resume is not good enough, you won't get an interview call. So I'm happy to help, I am happy to connect, but make sure that when I see your profile, when I land on your profile, you should have a 5-star profile, you should have everything updated.
Yeah, and I can personally vouch for Nikita on LinkedIn as well. Like you just, I mean, apart from the success stories and everything, you'll find a lot of value in her posts and you'll learn new things. So I highly suggest that you go and follow her and connect with her there. Um, so yeah, I think you guys should definitely do that. And on that note, we have another session tomorrow. Puneet is going to come and do a resume transformation. So he's going to show you how someone particularly switched up his or her resume and how it benefited them and all that. And he's going to have a open Q&A so you can come and ask any other questions about the workshop or in general to get some insight. But yeah, so you should come and join that tomorrow, same place at 9:30. So he will be doing that. And yeah, again, repeating that the link is also in the main chat and the Pro League announcements channel. And the Telegram group is there. So if you have any other particular questions, you can come and ask there if it's related to the workshop. And any other updates regarding the workshop will also be posted there. So yeah, I think that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, bye everyone, take care, and definitely would like to see you in the workshop. Bye.